In a world increasingly characterized by chaos, complexity, and uncertainty, finding meaning and order has never been more essential. Jordan B. Peterson's 12 Rules for Life, An Antidote to Chaos, presents a set of principles designed to help navigate life's challenges, cultivate resilience, and create a sense of purpose. Drawing on psychology, philosophy, religion, and personal anecdotes, Peterson's rules are a blend of ancient wisdom and modern science, aimed at guiding individuals toward a life that is not only structured and disciplined, but also meaningful and fulfilling. Peterson argues that life is inherently difficult, filled with suffering, loss, and chaos. However, by adopting certain principles, simple yet profound, we can impose order on the chaos, improve our personal lives, and contribute positively to society. Each rule is a beacon of stability and direction in a world that often seems overwhelming. Whether you're struggling with personal dilemmas, navigating complex relationships, or simply looking for ways to live more intentionally, these rules offer valuable insights and actionable steps to help you lead a better life. Let's dive into each of these rules to understand how they can transform your life, help you create a strong foundation for personal growth and fulfillment. Rule 1. Stand up straight with your shoulders back. First rule, stand up straight with your shoulders back, may seem like straightforward advice about posture, but it goes much deeper. Peterson uses this rule to introduce the idea of the dominance hierarchy and how our physical presence reflects and influences our mental state and social standing. Peterson begins by exploring the behavior of lobsters, a species that has existed for hundreds of millions of years. Lobsters, like humans, engage in social hierarchy, where dominant lobsters have better access to resources and mates, while subordinate lobsters are relegated to less desirable positions. The dominant lobsters display their status through physical posture, standing tall and confident, while the defeated lobsters crouch and cower. This behavior has evolutionary roots and is mirrored in humans. When you stand up straight with your shoulders back, you signal to yourself and others that you are confident, capable, and ready to take on the challenges of life. This posture affects your neurochemistry, particularly the levels of serotonin in your brain, which plays a crucial role in your mood and social behavior. Higher serotonin levels are associated with feelings of well-being, reduced anxiety, and a more positive outlook on life. Peterson argues that adopting a powerful, upright posture not only changes how others perceive you, but also how you perceive yourself. By standing tall, you tell your brain that you are in control, capable, and worthy of respect. This can lead to a positive feedback loop, where confidence begets more confidence, improving your social interactions, mental health, and overall life satisfaction. The deeper message behind this rule is about taking responsibility for your own life. Standing up straight is a metaphor for facing life's challenges head-on, with courage and determination. It's about not shrinking from difficulties, but instead confronting them, a sense of strength and resolve. This physical and psychological stance can help you assert yourself in the world, pursue your goals with confidence, and navigate the complexities of life with a greater sense of agency. Rule 2. Treat yourself like someone you are responsible for helping. The second rule emphasizes the importance of self-care and self-respect. Peterson observes that many people often neglect their own needs, sometimes treating themselves worse than they would treat others, even their pets. He poses a thought-provoking question. Why do we care for others more than we care for ourselves? Peterson suggests that people often see themselves as unworthy of care, love, and attention, which can stem from deep-seated feelings of guilt, inadequacy, or low self-esteem. This self-neglect can manifest in poor lifestyle choices, such as neglecting health, avoiding necessary responsibilities, or engaging in self-destructive behaviors. To counter this, Peterson advises treating yourself with the same kindness, consideration, and care that you would offer to someone you are responsible for helping. This means making decisions that are in your best interest, even when they are difficult. It involves prioritizing your health, well-being, and personal development, just as you would for a friend, child, or pet. The core idea is that you deserve to be taken care of, just like anyone else. By treating yourself with respect and responsibility, you not only improve your own life, but also become more capable of helping others. Peterson ties this concept to the biblical injunction to love your neighbor as yourself, suggesting that true self-care is not selfish, but essential for contributing positively to the world. This rule encourages you to recognize your own value and to take actions that support your long-term well-being. It's about making decisions that reflect your intrinsic worth and cultivating a relationship with yourself that is based on respect, compassion, and responsibility. In doing so, you create a strong foundation from which you can better support and uplift others. Rule 3. Make friends with people who want the best. In Rule 3, Peterson stresses the importance of surrounding yourself with people who genuinely care about your well-being and want to see you succeed. The people you associate with have a profound impact on your life, influencing your thoughts, behaviors, and overall outlook. Peterson argues that while it's important to help others, it's equally crucial to be discerning about who you allow into your inner circle. Some individuals may be toxic, bringing negativity, discouragement, or even destructive behaviors into your life. These people may drain your energy, sabotage your efforts, or pull you down rather than lift you up. The rule advises making friends with people who want the best for you, those who encourage your growth, support your goals, and celebrate your successes. These are the friends who will challenge you to become a better person, who will stand by you in tough times, and who will help you stay on the right path. Peterson also touches on the concept of reciprocal relationships, where both parties contribute to and benefit from the relationship. True friendships are based on mutual respect, trust, and a shared commitment to each other's well-being. Surrounding yourself with positive influences helps you cultivate a supportive network, fosters your personal and professional growth. This rule encourages you to evaluate your relationships and to seek out connections that are constructive, nurturing, and aligned with your values and aspirations. By doing so, you create an environment that supports your success and well-being, enabling you to lead a more fulfilling and purposeful life. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not to who someone else is today. Rule 4 addresses the common human tendency to compare ourselves to others, which often leads to feelings of inadequacy, jealousy, and frustration. In today's world, where social media amplifies this tendency by presenting curated images of other people's lives, it's easy to fall into the trap of comparison. Peterson argues that comparing yourself to others is a losing game because there will always be someone who appears more successful, talented, or fortunate. Moreover, these comparisons are often based on incomplete or distorted information, leading to unrealistic standards and unnecessary suffering. Instead, Peterson suggests that you should only compare yourself to who you were yesterday. This approach focuses on personal growth and self-improvement rather than external benchmarks. The question to ask yourself is not, am I better than others? But rather, am I better than I was before? This shift in perspective allows you to recognize and celebrate your own progress, no matter how small. It encourages a mindset of continuous growth and development, where the goal is to become the best version of yourself, rather than competing with others. Peterson emphasizes that life is a journey of incremental improvement. By setting realistic goals, working toward them consistently, and measuring your progress against your past self, you can achieve meaningful and lasting change. This rule encourages you to focus on your own path, to acknowledge your achievements, and to maintain a healthy and positive outlook on life. Rule 5. Do not let your children do anything that makes you dislike them. In Rule 5, Peterson tackles the challenging topic of parenting. He argues that one of the most important responsibilities of a parent is to discipline their children in a way that fosters their development into well-adjusted, respectful, and capable adults. The rule, do not let your children do anything that makes you dislike them, highlights the importance of setting boundaries and teaching children appropriate behavior. Peterson asserts that children are not born knowing how to behave in a socially acceptable manner. They must be taught. Without proper guidance and discipline, children can develop behaviors that are disruptive, disrespectful, or harmful to themselves and others. If parents fail to correct these behaviors, they risk raising children who are disliked by others, including the parents themselves. The book emphasizes that discipline is not about punishment or control, but about teaching children the skills they need to navigate the world successfully. This includes teaching them to respect authority, to consider the needs and feelings of others, and to develop self-discipline and responsibility. Peterson also discusses the importance of consistency in parenting. Children need clear rules and boundaries, as well as consistent consequences for breaking them. This consistency helps children understand what is expected of them and provides a sense of security and stability. The rule encourages parents to take an active role in shaping their children's behavior and character. By addressing problematic behaviors early and setting clear expectations, parents can help their children develop into individuals who are capable, confident, and well-liked by others. The key takeaway from this rule is that effective parenting involves setting boundaries, teaching appropriate behavior, and being consistent in discipline. By doing so, parents can foster their children's development and ensure that they grow into well-adjusted, responsible adults. Rule 6. Set your house in perfect order before you criticize the world. Rule 6 is about taking responsibility for your own life before attempting to change the world around you. Peterson argues that many people are quick to criticize others or society without first addressing the issues in their own lives. This rule encourages self-reflection and personal accountability as the foundation for meaningful change. Peterson begins by discussing the concept of chaos in our lives, disorder, dysfunction, or unresolved problems that we often ignore or avoid. These can manifest in various ways, such as a disorganized living space, unhealthy habits, strained relationships, or unresolved emotional issues. When we fail to address these issues, they create a sense of chaos that affects our well-being and our ability to function effectively. The rule advises setting your house in perfect order, both literally and metaphorically, before turning your attention to the outside world. This means taking responsibility for your own life, addressing your problems, and making improvements where needed. By bringing order to your personal life, you create a stable foundation from which you can engage with the world in a more constructive and meaningful way. Peterson also touches on the importance of humility in this process. He argues that before you criticize others or attempt to change the world, you should first ensure that you have your own life in order. This involves acknowledging your own shortcomings, taking responsibility for your actions, and making a concerted effort to improve yourself. The key message of this rule is that personal responsibility is the cornerstone of a well-ordered life and a well-functioning society. By setting your house in perfect order, you not only improve your own life, but also become a positive force for change in the world. Rule 7. Pursue what is meaningful, not what is expedient. Rule 7 emphasizes the importance of pursuing meaning over short-term gratification or expediency. Peterson argues that while it may be tempting to choose the easiest or most convenient path in life, true fulfillment comes from pursuing what is meaningful, even when it is difficult or requires sacrifice. The concept of meaning is central to Peterson's philosophy. He suggests that meaning is found in the pursuit of goals and responsibilities that align with your deepest values and that contribute to something greater than yourself. This might include building a career, raising a family, creating art, or making a positive impact on your community. In contrast, expediency is about choosing the path of least resistance, seeking immediate rewards, and avoiding discomfort or responsibility. While expedient choices may provide short-term pleasure or relief, they often lead to long-term dissatisfaction, regret, and a lack of fulfillment. Peterson draws on the stories of ancient myths and religious traditions to illustrate the idea that meaning is often found in struggle and sacrifice. For example, the story of Christ's crucifixion in Christianity or the myth of Hercules in Greek mythology both highlight the idea that enduring hardship for a greater good leads to a deeper sense of purpose and fulfillment. The rule encourages readers to take on the challenges and responsibilities that bring meaning to their lives, even when it is difficult or inconvenient. By doing so, they can create a life that is rich in purpose and fulfillment. rather than one that is driven by the pursuit of immediate gratification. The key takeaway from this rule is that meaning, not expediency, should be the guiding principle in your life. By pursuing what is meaningful, you create a life that is not only fulfilling, but also resilient in the face of challenges. Rule 8. Tell the truth. At least, don't lie. In Rule 8, Peterson explores the importance of truthfulness and the destructive power of lies. He argues that telling the truth is not only a moral obligation, but also essential for maintaining personal integrity and building trust in relationships. Peterson acknowledges that telling the truth can be difficult, especially when the truth is uncomfortable or inconvenient. However, he emphasizes that lies, whether they are outright falsehoods or subtle distortions of reality, create a web of deceit that can entangle both the liar and those around them. Lies erode trust, damage relationships, and ultimately lead to chaos and suffering. The rule advises striving to tell the truth in all situations, even when it is difficult. This doesn't mean that you should always say everything that comes to mind, but rather that you should avoid deliberately misleading others or distorting reality. When faced with a situation where telling the full truth is not possible or appropriate, Peterson suggests remaining silent rather than resorting to deception. Telling the truth also requires self-honesty. This means being truthful with yourself about your thoughts, feelings, and actions, and not hiding from uncomfortable truths or realities. Self-honesty is the foundation of personal integrity, and it allows you to live in alignment with your values and principles. The chapter also explores the concept of speaking your truth, which involves expressing your authentic thoughts and beliefs, even when they are unpopular or controversial. Peterson argues that by speaking your truth, you contribute to a more honest and open society, where diverse perspectives can be heard and respected. The key takeaway from this rule is that truthfulness is essential for maintaining personal integrity, building trust, and creating a stable and harmonious life. By telling the truth, or at least avoiding lies, you can build stronger relationships, live in alignment with your values, and contribute to a more honest and just world. Rule 9. Assume that the person you are listening to might know something you don't. Rule 9 highlights the importance of active listening and intellectual humility. Peterson argues that true listening involves more than just hearing words. It requires an open mind, a willingness to learn, and a genuine curiosity about the other person's perspective. The rule advises assuming that the person you are listening to might know something you don't. This mindset encourages humility and openness, allowing you to approach conversations as opportunities to learn and grow. By recognizing that you don't have all the answers and that others may have valuable insights, you can engage in more meaningful and productive dialogue. Peterson emphasizes that active listening is a skill that requires practice and intention. It involves giving the other person your full attention, asking clarifying questions, and seeking to understand their perspective, even if you don't agree with it. Active listening also involves resisting the urge to interrupt, judge, or formulate a response while the other person is speaking. The chapter discusses the importance of intellectual humility, the recognition that your knowledge is limited and that you can always learn from others. Intellectual humility allows you to approach conversations with an open mind, free from the need to be right or to dominate the discussion. It also fosters a sense of curiosity and a desire to explore new ideas and perspectives. The rule also touches on the concept of dialogue as a collaborative process, where both parties contribute to a shared understanding. By listening actively and engaging in thoughtful dialogue, you can build stronger relationships, resolve conflicts more effectively, and gain new insights that can enrich your life. The key takeaway from this rule is that active listening and intellectual humility are essential for meaningful communication and personal growth. By assuming that the person you are listening to might know something you don't, you open yourself up to new ideas, perspectives, and opportunities for learning. Rule 10. Be precise in your speech. Rule 10 emphasizes the importance of clarity and precision in communication. Peterson argues that vague or ambiguous language can lead to misunderstandings, confusion, and unnecessary conflict. By being precise in your speech, you can communicate more effectively, avoid misunderstandings, and create a more stable and harmonious life. The rule advises being clear and specific in your communication, whether you are expressing your thoughts, asking questions, or giving instructions. This means taking the time to choose your words carefully, considering the impact of your language, and ensuring that your message is conveyed accurately. Peterson also discusses the importance of using language to articulate your thoughts and emotions clearly. When you are precise in your speech, you are better able to express your needs, desires, and boundaries, which can lead to more effective problem-solving and conflict resolution. Clear communication also helps build trust and respect in relationships, as it demonstrates honesty, transparency, and consideration for the other person. The chapter explores the idea that language shapes our reality. The words we use to describe our experiences, thoughts, and emotions influence how we perceive and interpret the world around us. By being precise in your speech, you can create a clearer and more accurate understanding of reality, both for yourself and for others. The rule also encourages taking responsibility for your words and the impact they have on others. This means being mindful of how your language may affect those around you and making a conscious effort to communicate in a way that is respectful, considerate, and constructive. The key takeaway from this rule is that precision in speech is essential for effective communication, problem-solving, and relationship building. By being clear and specific in your language, you can avoid misunderstandings, create a more accurate understanding of reality, and build stronger, more harmonious relationships. Rule 11. Do not bother children when they are skateboarding. Rule 11 takes a more metaphorical approach, using the example of children skateboarding to explore the importance of risk, challenge, and personal growth. Peterson argues that taking risks and facing challenges are essential components of human development, particularly for young people. The rule advises against interfering with children when they are skateboarding or engaging in similar activities. While these activities may seem dangerous, they also provide valuable opportunities for children to test their limits, develop their skills, and build confidence. By allowing children to take risks and face challenges, you enable them to learn important life lessons, such as resilience, perseverance, and problem-solving. Peterson expands on this idea by discussing the broader implications of risk-taking in life. He argues that avoiding risk and seeking safety at all costs can lead to stagnation, fear, and a lack of fulfillment. While taking risks involves the possibility of failure or harm, it also offers the potential for growth, achievement, and self-discovery. The chapter also touches on the concept of anti-fragility, a term coined by Nassim Nicholas Taleb to describe systems that become stronger and more resilient in response to stress or adversity. Peterson suggests that humans, particularly young people, are anti-fragile. They need challenges and difficulties to grow and thrive. By shielding them from all risks, you may inadvertently stunt their development and prevent them from reaching their full potential. The rule encourages embracing the challenges and risks that come with personal growth, rather than avoiding them out of fear. It also advises supporting others, particularly young people, in their pursuit of growth and independence, even when it involves taking risks. The key takeaway from this rule is that risk-taking and facing challenges are essential for personal growth and development. By allowing yourself and others to take risks and confront difficulties, you create opportunities for growth, learning, and self-discovery. Rule 12. Pet a cat when you encounter one on the street. The final rule, pet a cat when you encounter one on the street, is perhaps the most poetic and reflective of all the rules. It serves as a reminder to find moments of beauty, peace, and joy in the midst of life's challenges and suffering. Peterson introduces this rule by discussing the inevitability of suffering in life. He acknowledges that life is often difficult, filled with pain, loss, and uncertainty. However, in the midst of this suffering, there are also moments of grace, beauty, and connection, and provide comfort and solace. The rule advises taking the time to appreciate these small moments of joy, such as petting a cat on the street. These moments may seem insignificant, but they offer a respite from the difficulties of life and remind us of the simple pleasures that make life worth living. Peterson also suggests that these moments of connection and beauty can help us maintain perspective and resilience in the face of adversity. By focusing on the positive aspects of life, even in difficult times, we can cultivate a sense of gratitude and inner peace that helps us navigate the challenges we face. The rule encourages embracing the present moment and finding joy in the small things, even when life is challenging. It reminds us that while we may not have control over the difficulties we encounter, we can choose how we respond to them and where we direct our attention. The key takeaway from this rule is that life's challenges and suffering are inevitable, but so are moments of beauty, joy, and connection. By taking the time to appreciate these moments, you can find solace and strength in the midst of life's difficulties and cultivate a deeper sense of gratitude and peace. Conclusion and call to action: thriving in chaos. As we conclude our exploration of Jordan B. Peterson's 12 Rules for Life, an antidote to chaos, it's clear that these rules offer more than just practical advice. They provide a roadmap for navigating the complexities of life with courage, resilience, and purpose. Each rule is a building block for creating a life that is meaningful, ordered, and fulfilling, even in the face of chaos and uncertainty. Peterson's rules challenge us to take responsibility for our lives, pursue what is meaningful, to build strong relationships, and to confront life's difficulties with strength and integrity. By adopting these principles, we can create a foundation of stability and purpose that enables us to thrive, not just survive, in a chaotic world. As you reflect on these rules, consider how you can apply them to your own life. Which rules resonate with you the most? Where can you make changes to create more order, meaning, and fulfillment in your life? Remember, the journey toward a better life begins with small, intentional steps. So start today. If you found this summary insightful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Beyond Books for more in-depth explorations of life-changing books. Share your thoughts in the comments. How are you planning to incorporate these rules into your life? What other books would you like us to cover? We'd love to hear from you. Thank you for joining us on this journey through 12 Rules for Life. Let's continue to learn, grow, and create lives that are not only successful, deeply meaningful.